All right, Knights of Apollo, what is up, guys? And welcome back to another juicy battle, siege battle in Rome 2. But this is not your typical siege battle, guys. This isn't just some nerds playing a game. Well, actually it is. But what's different about it is that it's a tournament battle. So this is part of a league called Total War League. So if you guys are interested in playing in competitive matches, if you want to test your steel in battle, you certainly can. There's a Discord link down in the video description. Even if you don't want to play in the tournaments, you can always join the Discord, and if you want to just be part of the community and kind of look at what teams are winning, and definitely do so. So again, link down in the video description. And now we will dive in. Oh, by the way, guys, really good players in this league. I played in it. Now, I'm not like the best player. I'm pretty, maybe I'm just average, maybe a little bit above average, but the players in there are so good. So yeah, it's very, if you think you're a god at this game, that's one way to test it. Anyways, so let's jump into these teams here. So we have the defending team. This was actually submitted by my friend Ruvak. He's on defense. And the attacking team, it's a 2v2 tournament, by the way. Attacking team playing as the Armenians, and then we've got Epirus. And then the defending team, we have Parthia and Aravachi, which is the Lusitani, or not well, it's not. It's the Iberian faction that's not Lusitani. So there you go. So team names, in case you're curious. The defending team name is Gallici Corvi, which is Latin for like Gallic or Gaul crows. So, or ravens. I think it's crows. And then over here, we've got Wolf Gang. Better watch out. The Wolf Gang is coming for you. But yeah, so those are the teams. Those are the factions. So we'll go ahead and do normal speed here and just kind of see what's going on. So at the very start here, the Armenians are going extremely aggressive with tortoises, siege towers, and a ram. Now, very interesting play here with these siege towers. You see this? They're like blocking the arrow towers of the wall. I don't know if this works. I mean, I suppose so. It's kind of taking all of the attention of the arrow fire from attacking their men, sort of. They're still kind of shooting at the troops here. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. It's creative. Does it work? I don't know. But it is creative. I'll give them that. Now, of course, as Parthia, they are a very cav-focused faction. That is their strength. They do have some good infantry like Parthian swordsmen, which is a solid Is it the best? No. Is it bad? Absolutely not. But Parthia's skill comes with the cav, which he has some camels here in the front. But he also has a lot of of course, he's going to sally out. He's got some mercenary lancers over here. And then he's also got 3 units kind of waiting at the gate, waiting for the opportunity to strike. It's not a ton of cav, but it's a lot for a siege battle. So we'll see how effective he can be with his cav units. So the first wall has been taken down. Here comes the next wall as well. It's like... I mean, the animations are cool enough, but it always makes me feel like the walls are made out of paper mache or something. The way they just crumble from a couple hits from a tortoise, you know? But here comes the final tortoise. It's being pushed up, and that's going to really open up these walls. Now, this is a tough settlement to attack because it's very tight. Like, you can hold a lot of streets, and it's going to be difficult to attack. I think the best thing to do here is to absolutely make a move over to this side and push, right? And that's exactly what they're doing. I don't know why he didn't just spawn here and attack. Like, the Epirus was over here. I guess it was just to confuse the enemy or confuse the defenders. But you're not confusing anyone when you have all these siege equipment over on this side, you know? So it's like, and it doesn't really matter because the defenders are like, yeah, whatever, like we can easily just move troops up here if you try to like sneak units over here. So I don't know what the plan was there, and I don't know if the Epirus's ally, if he's gonna wait or go in now. It looks like he's gonna go in now. He's bringing some hillmen. At the very least, he might try to absorb some ammo or shoot some, because the hillmen have a lot of projectiles they can throw at the enemy or enemy units. Whoa! Here comes the ballista. But yeah, there it is. Boom. It's not really. They should definitely do fire ammo, I believe, right? Fire ammo kind of rolls and burns and can kill a lot more. And the Hillmen have charged in and just taken a little bit of a skirmish there. You know, hit hard by some jabbies. And they're still getting hit hard. And that's probably going to break him right there. So it looks like he's trying to capture this arrow tower to turn it on the enemy. But unfortunately, they're not going to do it. They did neutralize it, though. So good for them. And that forces Parthia to go in and deal with it. So really quick, I want to make sure I'm not missing any of these sally out, because sally out cav plays can be very like sporadic, I guess. Like they could just happen at any moment, right? So got to look out for that. And let's not forget, he's got a hidden cav unit. This seems pretty clever. We'll see if he can pull anything off with that. But again, yeah, it doesn't look like the Hillmen did recover. Amazingly enough, the Hillmen have recovered, and they're fighting fellow Hillmen. They're like, we hate you. Why? Because you're wearing purple and we're wearing green. Oh, okay. You know, it's like, nah, I mean, it's just the same unit type, similar cultures, you know. The Armenians is a culture that's also very cav focused. Same region. Makes sense they have, you know, similar units. But the Hillmen, you got to give them props. I honestly thought they were going to break instantly. They are disrupting this formation, and the Armenians are going to take advantage of that. He's got the Cartilli Axemen. I don't know how to pronounce it. He's got some Axemen. Oh, some friendly fire coming in. Friendly fire coming in, and guys, there's a big fight in this big open courtyard over here. This marketplace, I guess would be a marketplace. Very good fighting there. Very nice. They actually break the Hillmen of the Parthians. They're gonna push in. Look at that. So this is becoming an issue. The Armenians are getting aggressive, and I love to see it. The Cav still no plays yet, but look at this. The camels, the camel cataphracts are pushing in, and they're looking for some targets to run down. And there they go. They are certainly going to push. Look at this. This is huge. Now the cataphracts, the camel cataphracts, I believe they're shock cav. Yeah, they're heavy shock cav. So it's the kind of unit that you want to just pinball around. You don't want to get stuck into the fight. You want to just keep running, gunning. You know what I mean? You know, look at these axes. They've got big old axes, like one-handed axes. So cool. Oh my gosh, there goes the walls. Here comes Epirus. But yeah, that was a good charge right there. It kind of brought some relief to the defenders. And this is a great opportunity for Epirus to get into the fight as well. They just opened up a flank on the defensive enemies. So yeah, and sure enough, they're going to send in some levies here, which is a very good unit. They've got some projectiles. They're kind of getting caught up on the tortoise here, but that's okay. We're going to be able to get in here and do some damage. So pretty cool fight so far. This is what I like about these competitive battles. Here comes another charge. Oh, the sheer weight of those camels crashing in on the infantry has to be brutal. But a nice little charge there on the Axemen. And they're going to go ahead and do it again. But yeah, no cav play just yet. And guys, this is really smart of Ruvak because, and by the way, Ruvak is playing as the Parthians. I don't know if I mentioned that, but it's smart of him because what oftentimes I'll see players that, you know, obviously they understand that sallying out can be very effective. You can surprise the enemy. But the issue that they do is that they sally out right away, right? They'll sally out the cav, which used to work back in the day because no one would expect it, right? Like when you sally out right away, it's like, oh, shoot. Like, oh, here they come. I didn't expect this. But it's not like that anymore. People see it coming. So now you got to get a little bit more creative with the sally outs, and you got to wait. You got to be like a vulture, you know, waiting for its prey to die. Or, you know, just waiting to strike. Find a weak spot. But anyways, the attackers have taken control of this region, of this marketplace. And now the defenders have decided to fall back. And so far, this has honestly been a pretty good start for the attackers. They've broken down the walls. They've pushed in infantry. We did see some good plays with the cataphracts. Here we go. Nice, nice, nice. Very cool. So he's got some Parthian swords. Using up. I like that play right there. You notice how he's not just instantly sending in these Parthian swords. He's using the most out of what he can out of these swords. The Parthian swordsmen. By using their skirmish ability, their projectiles, right? Use up all that ammo, get the most out of this unit as you can, and then charge them in. He's even retreating some Parthian swordsmen as well. Very smart. I mean, he's conserving his units. He's not just throwing them to die. And look at that. He's even falling back more. That's a little risky because he turns his back on the enemy as they throw projectiles out of him. But they are completely falling back from their attack. Now, Epirus is pushing over on this side as well. He's got some levies just opening fire on a unit of Parthian swords.
Keep fighting!
Yeah, keep fighting. Keep fighting. Alright, let's look if there's any cav play. Not yet, but these 3 units of cav from Parthia, they are keeping Epirus busy. Now, personally, what I would do if I was Epirus, I would not do this, right? I don't know what he's trying to do. It looks like what he wants to do is take these extra units, use the siege equipment, and push further down on the walls and attack further down so you can kind of bypass these buildings here. You know what I mean? So he can't do that, though, with the cav. So personally, if I was Epirus at this point, I would send in the infantry. I just send everything in. Be like, all right, look, the cav can be a problem. Get everybody inside because these are all obviously, you know, this is not open. It's going to be harder for the cav to maneuver inside the city. So get inside the city. And then if you're really worried about it, you can just plug these gaps like he's doing now, you know, and it'll keep the cav out of the settlement. So I think this is kind of a mistake from Epirus, but, you know, we'll see. I'm not an expert at the game. Maybe he's got something really clever up his sleeve. But at this point, it looks like... And then here comes this cav as well, but they're no longer hidden. The enemy can see them. They're going to move in, and I think they're going to try to get these archers. I don't think they're going to... That's a lot of ground to cover. I don't think they're going to get there in time. We'll see if he can get the unit. If he can, that would be pretty impressive. I like how he's kind of using this unit as a diversion to see, like, oh, I might charge here, I might charge here. Meanwhile, just kidding, I'm charging here, idiot! No. But that is a smart play. I like that. I don't think he's going to get there in time, and he calls it off. It was worth an effort. It was a valiant effort, but I think the attackers saw it coming, and it was a good play by the Armenians. So, yeah, I think over here, let's see, there's a little bit of fighting going on in this alleyway. Got Parthian swords versus the mercenary warriors. So, I think what we'll do here, let's see. This is going to be a tough fight for the Parthian swords. I like how the Aravachis got their slingers up here, kind of supporting from a distance, because they need that help. The Parthian swords are going to lose that battle if they don't get help. But yeah, it looks like a little bit of a situation in the battle where the attackers are kind of planning on what they're going to do. And they're still trying to push this tortoise, guys. They're still trying to push it to the walls. So we'll see what happens with that. We also have the camels looking like they might move in. Try to get an opportunity here. So there's a lot still going on here. Let's see if they go for a charge. I don't really see where they can charge. Yeah, they're not going to go for it. Notice how the Armenians are sending their infantry to block the gap. Yeah, they're not going to go for it. That's a good move, though. You know, cav units can be very psychological. You know, very much like just the fact that they can move so quickly and they can do so much in a short amount of time, it keeps players on their toes when you see a cav unit in a potential charging opportunity, potential striking opportunity. If they're in striking distance, it's a very mind game like, hey, you better watch out for this because I might strike at any time, and it just keeps players on their toes. It makes them have to micro and pay attention to a lot more. And that's the beauty of sallying out cav and being very, you know, very smart with it, just being very careful with the cav. All right, Epirus is moving up the tortoise. Look at this. He's going for this corner position on the wall. And these guys are going to charge in. Absolutely, they're going to charge in. And they run down half the unit, maybe more. They've got another cav unit. Yeah, get them in. Make a nice Persian or Parthian sandwich. Persian, Parthian, same thing. There we go. Nice little charge. Very cool. Another beautiful charge from the camels. My God. They didn't kill a ton. Actually, they killed a decent amount, but they knocked them all down. That was awesome. They just broke this unit. Great cav play. Again, Epirus is wasting units doing this. Like, it's not worth it to go this way, I don't think. At least not right now. He needs to just come in here, and they just need to grind out a fight. Like, at the end of the day, they just got to grind it out. And I think they have the units to do it. I think the Epirus's infantry is better than any infantry on this battlefield right now. So, or siege. So, I think they should just not do this. They just lost a unit, pretty much. It came back, but it's pretty much worthless at this point. It came back, but yeah, they just need to go in, and just push. I know that leaves you to basically 2 choke points that you have to attack. But again, well, actually what you could do here is push through here, and you can send units this way and this way. So technically there's 3 choke points you can push. So yeah, I think they should just do it the old-fashioned way, you know? Grind your way to victory. You've got the infantry, but he's still gonna commit to this. He's still committing. He's got some infantry. Look at this, some hillmen up here. I don't know what they're gonna do. I guess they're trying to pepper down this infantry, but they definitely have to move if this tortoise gets there in position. They should just send another cav. Well, okay, they're watching with the Armenian general. Hey, this could be an opportunity to kill the general. Just saying. And I think he knows that. I think that's why Epirus is sending in the Royal Peltis. It's like one of the best infantry in the game. They should be in the city, grinding it out. All right? Like it's a nightclub on a Tuesday night. Grind it out. You ever notice? Oh, okay. Well, I didn't want to go down social commentary, but you ever notice that dancing is so lame now? You know, like dancing was so cool in like the 1920s. You know, you had some really cool day, and then all the way you had swing, and now it's just like, yeah, we just dry hump in public. We just dry hump in public. That's dancing now. Anyways, all right. So they they got very lucky. They broke down the walls with this depleted unit that didn't break. Unfortunate for the defenders. I'm sure they were hoping that this unit would break in time. Which eventually they do break, but hey, this kind of opens up. So I mean, it kind of opens up another attack point. I think they should just go ahead and attack now. I don't think they should play this game. And now we have even more cav. We have the general, Royal Cataphracts. The general is here, maneuvering and looking for an opportunity to strike. So, some good stuff right there. Some great stuff. But yeah, still no push. I think they're just waiting for this to kind of play out. So we'll see what happens next. All right, guys. So we got some pretty sudden moves here by Ruvak. He's sending out the camels from inside the city, and he's gonna go for the infantry pushing this tortoise. Oh my gosh! I really didn't expect that charge to be so forceful. I guess so strong. But it's a good charge. Ooh, you got to get out of there. The Samnite Warriors, once they recover and they fight, could be a big problem. So, yeah, nice little charge there. We do have a little bit of a fight here by some infantry. The Axemen from the attacking sides coming in. Camels are going to help out. Nice. Just pinballing around with those camels. So one thing that I kind of edited out, there was one engagement over here with these mercenary warriors, the Samnite warriors. Very good. But what happened, there was a unit here. Ruvak, or maybe Aravachi, his teammate, Parthia, I say Ruvak, I don't want to confuse you, but anyways, Parthia, I think it was actually Aravachi, sent up a unit that had a lot of projectiles, and just because Epirus was so busy dealing with the cav out here, he just sat there and threw projectiles and brought the Samnite Warriors unit to half health, and then he just decided to charge in the Samnite Warriors, and they died. So, yeah. That's another issue with this strategy, having to micromanage a lot of places. You know, it's better to kind of look at one area of the fight and not have to worry about multiple locations, because you will make mistakes like that. And still, Epirus is kind of like a deer in headlights, just not really sure what to do. He's slowly moving these units, and it's slowly, it could work here. It could work where if he gets this down, it opens up these 2 breach points, so it gives him more opportunity to attack. But we'll see what he does with that. So I think what's going to happen here is that Epirus is going to focus their attention here and here. And then the Armenians will go over here, going to push here. So we'll see. That's how I would do it, but we'll see. I mean, personally, I would have been grinding it out already over here. Like I said, in a nightclub on a Tuesday. Just grinding it out. Okay, here we go, guys. I think it's finally going to begin. A nice charge with the camels. You know, it's been pretty impressive to see how he uses cav inside the city so effectively. So these camels have been a huge help. They're pretty much at their end here. They're down to 21. But yeah, this has been a great battle so far, and they're finally pushing in their infantry. This is honestly what they should have done a long time ago. I would have said, just forget about this stuff over here. Just push these points. They're not pushing over on this side, so we'll see what happens here. I think they will eventually. But here we go. They're sending everything they got now. Now, guys, the battle is unraveling. This is the epic climax of the battle. This is the epic stand of the defenders. And soon we will see who will take this battle. Got the infantry. A lot of the Aravachi infantry have not fought yet. They're fresh. They're healthy. They're good to go. Ready to go. And they're going to go ahead and send up some support, and it looks like they're just going to make their stand right here. So it looks like a good spot. The Armenians are sending up a lot of axemen. A lot of axemen over to the fight. They're going to try to punch a hole through the center position. It looks like they might have an opportunity. You see how he columned up his infantry? He's going to probably try to get behind or reinforce over here. Yeah, it makes sense because his unit's breaking. But there's a lot of reserves waiting to support over on this side. Looks like Parthia might be going in for a charge, a little bit of a counter charge here. Or not counter charge, but you know what I mean. He's charging over on this side. Nice. So he closes in without losing too many troops there to the projectiles, the jabbies. And let's see. Is he going to send more? He should probably send more infantry over to that side. It looks like he got him by surprise. And now, let's not forget, guys, the cav is still very ready to go. Honestly, guys, I'd just be throwing everybody in. Everybody get in there. That way, you don't have to worry about the cav. The cav no longer becomes an issue. And also, they need more troops in there anyways. The troops are breaking. Now he's going to be able to flank. He's going to take this infantry and possibly flank around and kill off this mercenary Samnite warrior unit, which is a really good unit. So any opportunity of killing them would be huge. So cool fight right there.
Forward!
And Parthian swordsmen still fighting it out over there. They probably need to send up some reinforcements. They might not be paying attention. This could be... Oh, wait, no, those are Parthians. Sorry. It looked like it was an attack. It was like attacking Cav, but no. I think he was running away. Oh, is he sending Cav over here? Oh, that's why. He just sent a bunch of Cav over here. This is General! Parthia's getting crazy! He's trying to get the archers. But, yeah. There we go. Yeah, he's just getting in the thick of it. I guess he feels pretty confident that he can kill this light infantry. We got another Cav unit over here. Got some archers in the open over here you could get with Cav. But guys, it's looking really promising. We're finally watching Aravachi get thrown into this battle. Because they've been kind of sitting back most of this battle. Not because like the player's bad or something. It was just the strategy. Like Parthia dealt with the initial defense, and now Aravachi's going to come in with healthy troops, fresh troops, and he's going to clean it up. There we go. Parthia setting in some swordsmen. Aravachi also has some infantry back there. It's looking good, guys. It's looking good for the defenders. As this battle goes on, and the balance of power, I would say, is slightly in favor. If you look down here, slightly, well, it's pretty even right now. It just shifted. It was slightly in favor of the defenders, and then it just shifted. I think I know why. This is probably why over here. Did the general die? I think they killed the general. Yeah, I don't know what that move was from... Oh, no. Well, they're definitely very... They're not dead. I don't know if the general's dead or not. Oh, no, he's not dead. He's right here. There's the general. But yeah, I don't think they lost the generals. But still, the balance of power, that probably wasn't the smartest move there from the Parthians. But there's another good charge coming in. Look at that. Got the back of those guys. Very good play. That's the thing. It's like when you have all this Cav, it's very micro intensive. So you got to be pretty good at micro to do to kind of do the Cav strategies, you know.
Take their heads!
But this is still anyone's game. The balance of power is still even, guys. I would say they started off pretty well for the attackers. They got some good ground. They dealt with the enemy Cav pretty well, kept them at bay. But as this battle progressed, you know, you can't keep enemy Cav at bay for too long. Eventually, you will make a mistake and you won't pay attention. Against a good player, they will find a weakness in your army and they will get it. And that's what happened with Epirus. And again, I think Epirus should have just committed everything in here at the start and they just fought. Because I think they have, at the time, I thought they had pretty good infantry that they could, like, in a even match and a grind match, I thought the attackers would come out on top. But it's tough to say now because Epirus has lost some infantry to Cav. They are flanking this position. Let's see how this is going to go. Iberian swordsmen going in for a charge. And they're going to send up the general. Noble fighters. Oh, noble fighters, dude. These guys are so good. It's going to be an absolute pain. It's most likely that they're going to have to send in some royal peltists to match the royal nobles. Or noble fighters, whatever. I just think royal is such a cool name for a unit. Anything royal. So cool. But look at this. They're holding over on this side. The attackers have no interest. In fact, I think they should push here. Because if they can break through this infantry, this is it. This is all that's holding them back. Break through, and then you can get behind the attackers.
Warriors, withdraw!
Look at that. Oh, the general is in the thick of it. The Armenian general is in the thick of it. And now we got some Cav looking for an opportunity to strike. This has been a great battle so far. Let's see how it finishes. Here we go. Here comes the swordsman. So the defenders are going to go for it. If they can break through these axemen, they've got nothing defending the rear line. They might have to commit this infantry of levies to come this way. But if they do that, this whole area is open. You see that? Oh, not good. Not good for the attackers, guys. We're down to the final 2 minutes of this battle. Can't believe it's already the end of the battle. It's been a good one. Royal Cataphracts looking for an opportunity. Parthian swords breaking down the infantry. Now they're using the general to plug the gap. The archers are letting loose everything they got because they know their life depends on it. There we go. The general went in for a charge against these levies and most likely will break them. Sure enough, they are breaking. And over here, oh yeah, it's over, guys. The balance of power still, it's obviously in favor of the defenders. Epirus still has a good, healthy chunk of infantry, but oof. And now the Cavs coming in to clean it up. See, that's another reason why you potentially don't want to make more openings, because it gives more opportunity for the Cav that's sallied out. So, yeah, I think that was the biggest flaw of, and again, I'm no expert. I'm not going to pretend I am. But I think personally what I would have done as Epirus is join my ally, my teammate, and just focus fighting here. Because that just takes away the Cav out of the element, out of the formula. You know what I mean? Like, the only thing you could do with the Cav, while you have your entire army in this section, the only thing you could have done with the Cav is charge through these breach points. But it would have been easy to just plug the gap with a couple units here and there. You would have been all right. So, guys, that is going to be the battle. We're down to the last 50 seconds. And the Armenians are trying to hold out here. But I think once the generals die, the troops will follow. It will break. We'll go ahead and just kind of fast forward because this one is over. So, a great battle. Very fun to watch. And a lot of this tournament gameplay is like this. Very tactical. Very, like, just, I don't know, surgical, I guess you could say. But let's go ahead and end the replay and look at the results. And woo! Look at this. Look at this. Man, impressive amount of kills for Aravachi. By the way, Ruvak is French, so his game is in French. But yeah, and his teammate is Belgique or Belgium, sorry. But yeah, he did pretty well. He got a lot of kills. Ruvak did really well. As pretty much they both carried their weight. See, Epirus really struggled there, which is really shocking because he had some really good units. The Royal Peltas only getting 33 and 52 kills is a problem. These units are so expensive. They're so expensive, so you got to get at least 100 kills out of them. At least. Throw spears, 12. That's not great. He's got the Samnite Warriors getting 3 kills. That's another big problem there. I mean, the levies, yeah, they're not that great, so you can't, I mean, they can get kills, but yeah, I think if Epirus just joined the fight early on, I think he would have done better there. But I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of the battle? What could have the attackers done a little bit better? What could have the defenders have done a little bit better? I know they won, but let me know down in the comments below. But yeah, GG to all the players here. This was a lot of fun. And remember, guys, this is a tournament match from Total War League. There's a link to the Discord if you want to be a part of the community, and maybe next season you can join and play in some Siege battles. They do Siege tournaments all the time. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It does mean a lot. And I will see you next time on the battlefield.